first year or so, we'd come to the programs actually in this sanctuary here, and I didn't feel, adversarial or anything. It was just like, okay, that's where it is and stuff like that. And nobody really talked about, you need to join the church or you need to be involved in this Christianity stuff. And it was interesting. We didn't really become Christians until about a year later, when Julie, who was the first grade at that time, said, "Dad, why don't we go to church?" And I said, "Well, that's a good question. Why don't you ask your mother?" And so, "Mom, why don't we go to church?" And she said, "Well, ask your father that, And I said, "Well, Julie, we can go to church. Where should we go to church?" "Well, why don't we go where we go to school?" And Mary and I kind of looked at each other and said, "Okay, let's do that this Sunday." We went to church here, and there was a pastor there, and I swore he was talking to me. And absolutely, both my wife and I, it was like a dynamic, the light switched on, and we subsequently, in the next couple of weeks, actually came to Christ. And which was interesting, as this school as an outreach, it did exactly what the Holy Spirit had for me and for my wife, quite obviously for our family. It is not inexpensive to send your kids to a private school. It is not only an investment that pays off through the high school years. Being involved in such a small class, in the dynamic of John graduating with 28 students and 13 of them getting accepted to Florida, all 28 of them going on to college. Julie and Tiffany both getting doctorates at the University of Florida. I mean, academics are here. I mean, there's no doubt about that. Sports programs are here. John was a all-state basketball player. He was all-state soccer player here. He was in the play. He was in the musicals, in the choir. I mean, Tiffany was a cheerleader. Tiffany, graduated number 2 in her class and went on to excel in academics. Julie has, been a professor at the University of Florida. She's an adjunct professor. I mean, the academics that they instilled in here, because they started like K-5, first grade, all the way through 12 grades. What they got at Cambridge allowed that to happen, to excel academically at the college level and at the graduate school level. So it was a huge investment, but it continues to pay off. The transition from children to grandchildren now has been phenomenal. They're getting the same education, not only in academic, but Christian education. So it's been a transition. It's been a wonderful transition.
As a community bank, one of our responsibilities is to invest in and to give back to the communities that we live in and work in. And obviously, as a family with children who've graduated from Cambridge, my wife is currently a teacher at Cambridge. We were very happy as Bay Cities to be selected as the creditor when the school made the decision to purchase the property. The school had an option to acquire the property from the church, and we began conversations with the board and members of the school. As we considered the opportunity to partner with Cambridge and become their creditor, we really liked a number of things about the school. We liked their mission, we really liked their legacy, we liked the track record of success, we liked a demonstrated stability and a growing number of students in terms of the population.
A school is more than buildings. I'm really excited that we've been able to acquire the church property. Now it's school property, and that we've got a legacy. We can be there for generations to come. But I think in all this time where we've just rented the property, 50 years ago till now, we've seen that the school is more than just those buildings and books, but it's people.
We obviously are big believers in Cambridge, the mission and what they provide to children. Our youngest is still in school there. We have a son who graduated just last year. I think that the product, if you will, that Cambridge offers is excellent, spiritually, educationally, academically, and couldn't be happier as a parent of a student at the school.
We have great academics. We have a brand that it's unique. And I wish more people knew about how those things all come together and can make really well-rounded kids. They're a tight-knit group, and it came from really coming from a family, which is Cambridge.
How's it going, man?
Good, are you?
We love when our young people come in to volunteer, as do our guests. The guests love it when the young folks are here. You'll hear them giving the young folks advice sometimes, you know, like, be sure and stay in school. They want to know how they're doing with their classes, what they're taking, what their interests are, and they're giving them encouragement. I also love seeing how young folks grow when they come in here. They come in sometimes and they're, you know, they're a little bit shy, they're a little bit afraid maybe of the experience. They won't know what to say, what to do, and it's so wonderful to watch them blossom and to see them get comfortable and to see them create that community in this dining room and make those connections with people, and then they look forward to coming here.
Table 1, 2, and 3.
I bring a group of 8 to 10 kids once a month on, usually it's the first Tuesday of the month. And it's just been a good experience of serving God by serving others.
It's honestly a great experience knowing that you're here helping out the community and the people that actually need it, and spreading the word of God through your actions and not just by reading the Bible to them.
Cambridge gives us a lot of opportunities for us to step up and serve our community, which is great because, I mean, we love it at Cambridge to serve our community.
What's better than serving God and serving God through ways that you never thought you would?
I feel like when we just take a break and just help others out, it can give us more than when we do something just for ourselves, you know?
I think it's just so important for us to teach our children to have that servant's heart and to give back and to do it at a young age, because if they start now, they'll do it forever. And I think that's really important.
One of the great things about Cambridge is just the well-rounded aspect of the school. I mean, from athletics to academics. My daughters are involved in after-school sports and after-school clubs, and it just I see relationships strengthened because of the things that are offered at Cambridge and the things that happen not only in the classroom but outside the classroom. Just the witness of what Cambridge has done and the result of what Cambridge has meant to our community as friends and family and people of faith. It's a great thing to witness as a pastor in the community. You know, our church is made up of many, many different backgrounds, thousands of members, and I can say that city life is better because of Cambridge. The fabric of who we are as a church is stronger because of Cambridge. We have families that have planted their children in Cambridge, and today it directly impacts who we are as a church. So it's been a great partnership, not only today, but in the past, and I look forward to what God does in the future. Many great things happen when we come together. There's power in partnership. The Bible says two are greater than one, and we are so honored to be able to partner with Cambridge to walk this life journey out in the greater Tampa Bay area, and I believe great things are to come.
The first year or so, you know, we'd come to the programs actually in this sanctuary here, and I didn't feel, you know, adversarial or anything. It was just like, okay, that's where it is and stuff like that. And nobody really talked about you need to join the church or you need to be involved in this Christianity stuff. And it was interesting. We didn't really become Christians until about a year later when Julie, who was the first grade at that time, said, "Dad, why don't we go to church?" And I said, "Well, that's a good question. Why don't you ask your mother?" And so, "Mom, why don't we go to church?" And she said, "Well, ask your father that, you know." And I said, "Well, Julie, we can go to church. Where should we go to church?" "Well, why don't we go where we go to school?" And Mary and I kind of looked at each other and said, "Okay, let's do that this Sunday." We went to church here, and there was a pastor there, and I swore he was talking to me. And absolutely, both my wife and I, it was like a dynamic, the light switched on, and we subsequently, in the next couple of weeks, actually came to Christ. And which was interesting, as this school as an outreach, it did exactly what the Holy Spirit had for me and for my wife, quite obviously for our family. It is not inexpensive to send your kids to a private school. It is not only an investment that pays off through the high school years. Being involved in such a small class in the dynamic of John graduating with 28 students and 13 of them getting accepted to Florida, you know, all 28 of them going on to college. Julie and Tiffany both getting doctorates at the University of Florida. I mean, academics are here. I mean, there's no doubt about that. You know, sports programs are here. You know, John was a all-state basketball player. He was all-state soccer player here. He was in the play. He was in the musicals, in the choir. I mean, Tiffany was a cheerleader. Tiffany, you know, graduated number 2 in her class and went on to excel in academics. Julie has, you know, been a professor at the University of Florida. She's an adjunct professor. I mean, the academics that they instilled in here, because they started like K-5, first grade, all the way through 12 grades. What they got at Cambridge allowed that to happen, to excel academically at the college level and at the graduate school level. So it was a huge investment, but it continues to pay off. The transition from children to grandchildren now has been phenomenal. They're getting the same education, not only in academic, but Christian education. So it's been a transition. It's been a wonderful transition.
As a community bank, one of our responsibilities is to invest in and to give back to the communities that we live in and work in. And obviously, as a family with children who've graduated from Cambridge, my wife is currently a teacher at Cambridge. We were very happy as Bay Cities to be selected as the creditor when the school made the decision to purchase the property. The school had an option to acquire the property from the church, and we began conversations with the board and members of the school. As we considered the opportunity to partner with Cambridge and become their creditor, we really liked a number of things about the school. We liked their mission, we really liked their legacy, we liked the track record of success, we liked a demonstrated stability and a growing number of students in terms of the population.
A school is more than buildings. I'm really excited that we've been able to acquire the church property. Now it's school property, and that we've got a legacy. We can be there for generations to come. But I think in all this time where we've just rented the property, 50 years ago till now, we've seen that the school is more than just those buildings and books, but it's people.
We obviously are big believers in Cambridge, the mission, what they provide to children. Our youngest is still in school there. We have a son who graduated just last year. I think that the product, if you will, that Cambridge offers is excellent, spiritually, educationally, academically, and couldn't be happier as a parent of a student at the school.
We have great academics. We have a brand that it's unique. And I wish more people knew about how those things all come together and can make really well-rounded kids. They're a tight-knit group, and it came from really coming from a family, which is Cambridge.
Good evening, everyone. On behalf of Cambridge Christian School, welcome. We are so excited to be your host for what promises to be an amazing event. I am Jason Troutman.
And I'm Taryn Troutman. As you can see, we are dressed to theme, celebrating the Roaring 20s. And what a year 2020 has been.
No doubt. We all missed the opportunity to see each one of us dressed up in person. I mean, you all rocked it last year with the 80s theme.
You looked so cool.
We hope you're looking smashing tonight in your 20s gear.
Absolutely. Due to COVID-19, we sit in front of our screens miles apart from one another. But we gather for the same reason as we would for a live event.
Right.
And that is to raise money for Cambridge Christian School.
And just because we are not together in the same room does not mean that we can't have some fun this evening.
Absolutely.
That's
We
right.
can have some fun. We can, of course, see you this evening, but only if you send us your photos and videos. Be sure to hashtag, now do the hashtag CCS Roaring 20s Gala. So the 20s as in 20. Yes. Please get clicking. Send us your comments. Send us your photos. Even if you're sitting on the couch in your pajamas.
Yeah, send
us
those
a
pics
and
in.
Say hi.
Today is not only our Roaring 20s Gala night, it is also Lancer Giving Day.
Yes.
Basically, Giving Tuesday and the Gala have been combined to form one big spectacular giving occasion in order to make the biggest impact. As you know, the silent auction is now open. There are a lot of awesome items. You've got a bunch of great gift baskets. You got a golf day with Fred McGriff, the crime dog. Who doesn't want to play with him? Ex-Tampa guy there. Ladies and gentlemen, check those out. In order for you to be a part of the silent auction and participate this evening, you have to register at ccslancers.home.qtego.net. Please remember to send the link to your friends and family wherever they may find themselves, so they can also, that's right, they can also support the school by participating in the silent auction and the bid from the heart this evening.
Absolutely. It is so easy to participate in that silent auction. All you have to do is go to the Qtego homepage and you'll see silent auction there.
Yep.
You go and just go look through all those items and go and click on the item that you want to bid on or the items. You're going to get text updating you on your bidding, but go and check that page yourself every now and then anyway. We would hate for you to lose out on that item that you have your eye on. And silent auction will be open until 9 p.m., but do not wait until the last minute. Get bidding now. In fact, just go and put in your maximum bid right now.
Yeah, get those bids in now, folks. And some more exciting news. For all of you that have registered for the event tonight, your name has been entered into a chance to win a gourmet ice cream truck from Ice Dream Shop that will arrive at your home tomorrow afternoon. That's pretty cool. How much fun is that going to be?
What a great treat. If you're watching the Masters, you can eat some ice cream.
That's right.
Jason, I mean, I would love to have that. I actually went to their website, and everything is just absolute deliciousness all over. The smooth chocolate velvet looks amazing, but maybe you're more of a smooth vanilla or a mint to dream kind of person.
That sounds good.
To add to the excitement of tonight, we will also be drawing some gift cards later on, so stay tuned. Do not leave us, folks. Keep on watching.
That's right, folks, and continue to bid high, bid often. Folks, get registered at Qtego if you've not already. Bid on those silent auction items now, and while you're doing that, let's hear from our favorite head of school in the whole wide world, Mr. Meeks.
Thanks, guys. You know, we are committed to this event being as fun as possible. So set up your own dance floor. Just think, you can even incorporate your own slow dance. And if you are with your spouse, there are no chaperones. Even though I am looking at a camera and you are looking at a screen, your presence here in vaudeville reflects your desire to partner with Lancerville. Despite the challenges of 2020, let's make the 20s of this century memorable in the best of ways, beginning with tonight. This decade is a very important one in the life of Cambridge. It is a decade during which we will see new facilities spring up on campus and student body growth to fill those facilities. It is a decade where the product will continue to improve exponentially and the impact on the Tampa community will be felt. It is a decade where engaging and/or confronting culture with a biblical worldview will be paramount to the health and direction of our society. This is why we exist as a Christian school. Our vision statement reads, to develop defenders of the faith in partnership with parents so generations will know God, obey His Word, and serve Him. That is the big picture of Cambridge, a kingdom education. It is important to not lose sight of it. Tonight, though, is about raising fun and raising funds for our annual fund this year. I hope you will take the opportunity to participate in both. Today marks our first annual Lancer Giving Day. In conjunction with the Gala, opportunity exists for all to impact the execution of the mission at Cambridge. Thank you for partnering with Cambridge Christian School. Enjoy your evening.
To host this event if it wasn't for the support of yourselves and our sponsors. Let's acknowledge those sponsors right now.
The Great Gatsby sponsor, which was a big amount.
That's right.
Was actually anonymous.
They chose to remain anonymous.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you
That's
so
huge.
much.
The Cat's Meow sponsor.
The Meister family, which is Russell's Western Wear.
The Weatherford family.
And GCD Insurance.
The Attaboy Table sponsors.
The Pinella family, which is Clean Juice.
The Bellomo family, Bill Curry Ford.
Hypno Architects.
Elizabeth H. DeWeese family and Cosmetic Dentistry.
Centennial Bank.
The Berries patron level.
Koenig Martial Arts.
Bush Ross.
And another anonymous donor, thank
Yep.
you.
The exclusive sponsorships.
Hotsy Totsy, photo booth sponsor.
Homebridge Financial, Patrick Arledge.
Sock Dolliger for the bidding paddle sponsor.
Yeah. Wild Out Pest Removal, Brent Shiver.
Oliver Twist, the DJ sponsor.
Matt Laporta Family Foundation.
And then the decor sponsor, More
Dental
Dental
Care.
Care. Yes, absolutely. Our live auction sponsors this evening, MPA Plumbing.
The Weatherford family.
Bill Curry Ford.
The International Diamond Center.
I know that there's hopefully there's a bit of action going on there with the hashtags. People, remember to go to hashtag CCS Roaring 20s Gala. So that's 20S Gala. Get on there.
Yeah, have
Take
some
a
fun
selfie.
with it.
Take a
That's
photo of your
right.
kids. Show us that you're sitting in front of your screens. We want to see you. We want to say hi to you and give you a shout out.
There we go.
Yes, there you go. Look, there you'll see Mr. Minks right now throwing up
Throwing
his
his hat up. There we go, folks. Have fun with it.
Now it's time. It's time, folks. We're jumping right into it. It's time for some bidding fun. We are going to have a live auction, but with it being virtual, it's going to look a bit different to what it usually is.
That's right, Tanner. We have 5 items that are going to be on display right now under the button Live Auction on our new Qtego screen. Those items are now active and you can bid on them. But your time is limited, folks. This special virtual style live auction will automatically close in 15 minutes from now. Just clicked it on my 1920s phone here.
That timer is going down, folks. We're in the 14 minutes already. Get your bids in on those live auction items. You're going to bid on them just as you would in a silent auction. On the silent auction, you're going to click on the item and you're going to submit your bid. But you have to keep your eye on the phone, folks. This time is limited. It is live. Get those bids in.
That's right, folks.
Now. Let's have a look at those items.
Let's have a look, folks. Here we go. Item number 1, raise the flag. We had an awesome time last year auctioning this item off. It's your opportunity to display your favorite team's flag on the flagpole outside the school. The flag will be displayed starting after the gala and will be flown for the rest of the school year. John Hotchkiss won the right last year to proudly fly his beloved FSU Noles. What team will be represented at CCS this year?
Yeah, what team? I know that you'd be very sad. It could be a Gators. Could be a Georgia. It could be a Georgia flag, Jason. Good.
I don't want to talk about the Gators right now, Tam, but that's okay. We want you to get your bids in. Could be Notre Dame.
Yeah, could be Notre Dame.
Could be Ohio State.
Clemson.
That's right.
Who knows? Get your bid in and take the right to own that flagpole.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. It's going to be your flag flying up there, your team. Next up.
Our next item. Oh, we have a diamond necklace, which is going to be brought to me right now so you can see it. You can see the photo there on screen.
Donated by International Diamond Center, a classic diamond necklace has a diamond center surrounded with a full diamond halo setting totaling 2.70 CTW, all set in 14-karat white gold.
It is beautiful.
It is a beautiful, just in time for Christmas.
And we'll have a look at it when that camera comes back to us. I'm actually holding it in my hand.
Here we go.
Jason, that's actually really, really pretty. Look how beautiful that is. I don't know if you can see it.
I see what you're
but
trying
you can
to do
see
there.
the photo on the screen. Yes, no, look how beautiful it is, Jason.
Beautiful.
Look how beautiful.
It's beautiful, folks. Donated again by International Diamond Center. Thank you so very much. Folks, this is a beautiful piece right there. Get those bids in now.
Absolutely. Look at that. 2.70 carat weight. Beautiful.
Somebody's going to be the hero with that.
Yeah, absolutely. It
Folks,
really is
next
awesome.
up is an awesome, awesome experience. This is America's Cup Stars and Stripes. 3-hour interactive and exciting sailing adventure aboard one of the fastest and most famous sailboats in the world, the Stars and Stripes. Grind the winches to help raise and trim the sails. Take your turn at the helm, or just hang on as you zip around San Diego Bay at twice the speed of an average sailboat. Also included in this package is a 3-night stay at the Manchester Grand Hyatt San Diego. It includes 2 coach-class round-trip flights from any major metropolitan airport in the 48 contiguous U.S. states. This package needs only to be booked within 2 years, and travel must be used within 3 years, folks. So you got some time there to let some of this stuff pass.
Yeah, no, that's great. Having that time is vital. Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah,
we want to be able to offer you a great experience, folks, and we understand with everything going on that you need time to make these plans happen and to support our great school by bidding on these items.
Next item up, the parking spots.
Here's your chance to grab that special parking spot in front of the school, reserved just for you the remainder of the school year. A special reserve sign designated your spot.
Absolutely. Designating. Yes.
Last year, the Weatherford family at the 80s Gala live auction were the winners on this package.
Yes, absolutely. Their board
stood
there in their parking
spots.
There. Yes, absolutely. Get bidding on that parking spot. We're actually starting to see bids come in here. It's really exciting. We're seeing Raise the Flag.
Melanie right there. Thank you for your bids. We got some bids coming in right there,
for that
folks.
Raise the Flag.
Yes, Raise the Flag. Let's see what else is going on here.
We've got some stuff coming in. Let's go on to our next item.
Next item. We got William Edmondson coming in right
there.
For that
parking
13,
spot.
Courtney Weatherford, 1100. Okay. William got outbid again. Here they come.
What's the
Courtney's
time
back
in.
in.
Jason?
We're next up. We got 10 minutes, folks. 10 minutes and 45 seconds. Next up, fishing charter.
No, you missed Disney, Jason.
Oh, did I? Oh,
yes.
Here we go. We're so excited here looking at all these bids coming in.
Need some love.
Tell them about this.
Oh, my goodness. Donated by MPA Plumbing. So grab your Mickey Mouse ears for this amazing 1 week, 6 nights vacation getaway to a premier Disney Vacation Club resorts. The date and the location are dependent on availability, and the details will be arranged with the donor. There is reasonable flexibility on the time frame of booking based on the current COVID situation. So, folks, get there, get bidding on Disney Vacation. Airfare is not included.
That's right, folks. We got 10 minutes and 4 seconds.
Our last item there for you to look at is the fishing charter.
That's right. Donated by Bill Curry Ford. This awesome fishing charter experience includes a fishing trip for 6 people with Bill Curry on the On-Course, a 66-foot Hatteras sport fisher. This trip will depart either from Tierra Verde or Key West. The excursion includes an onboard captain, rod, reel, bait, and all fish cleaning. Food and beverages are provided. Transportation to and from the boat will not be provided by Bill Curry Ford. Trips are scheduled Monday through Friday.
So, folks, get going on those. Let's get going on that. Let's go on to our next page there, Jay, and see what's coming up next. We need to meet somebody now. I know while you're bidding, there's about 9 minutes left, just under or just over. I see the timer there. We are going to meet somebody special.
That's right. While you're bidding away, we are going to take a few minutes to hear from Wanda Deeroff and her son, Commander Brian Deeroff, from the class of 1999.
Thank you so much. My name is Wanda Deeroff, and my husband Peter and I are the proud parents of 3 Lancer alumni. Lori, class of 95, Brian, class of 99, and Kristen, class of 01. All 3 of our children attended Cambridge for 13 years. My CPA husband likes to remind me that amounts to 39 years of tuition. We honestly can't remember ever wondering, though, if this was a wise decision. Some call it the 15,000-hour decision, since the time spent in school between kindergarten and their senior year exceeds 15,000 hours. That is a lot of hours of impact and influence outside of your home. Ecclesiastes 4:12 says, "A cord of 3 strands is not easily broken." Peter and I knew that the biblical worldview taught in our home, in our church, and in this school would link together to affirm God's word as the standard for their lives. There are many voices in our culture today that are competing for the minds and hearts of your children, and a mixed message is not only confusing, it can be devastating. I'm so thankful for the partnership of the men and women at CCS who consistently modeled and reinforced the same biblical values we cherish. Cambridge students learn that God has created each of them for a very special purpose in His kingdom. They are to honor Him with their lives by using their unique, God-given gifts and abilities to serve others. In a few moments, you are going to hear from our son Brian and the vital role Cambridge played in challenging him to consider a life of service that, frankly, his father and I never, ever imagined. You see, when you send your children to Cambridge, you have hundreds of men and women on your team with a shared goal. They are not just concerned with what kind of student your child is. They are also concerned with what kind of person your child is becoming. What do you envision for your children? Not just when they graduate from Cambridge, but when they're 30, 40, 50. What values do you want your adult children to one day instill in your grandchildren? I am Gigi to 5 precious grandchildren: Luke, Lexi, Avery, Cora, and Sarah. Few things thrill my heart more than seeing our children teach the same biblical principles they learned in our home and at this school to our grandchildren. I can confidently testify that the Lancer legacy, which began for us in the early 1980s, continues to have eternal impact in our family today. And that makes that 15,000-hour decision and the investment of all those tuition dollars priceless to us. As you know, your tuition does not cover all the costs to maintain a school of excellence. Cambridge also relies on generous donors and events like this to provide additional funds for campus improvements. This year, the money raised at this event will be used to remodel the bathrooms my children used over 30 years ago, so bid high and bid often. And now, it is my distinct pleasure to introduce our son, Commander Brian Deeroff, United States Navy.
Good evening. I'm honored to share how Cambridge had such a profound impact on my life. Currently, I'm a commander in the United States Navy serving in Silicon Valley as an executive officer at Navy for all Navy recruiting activities across Northern and Central California. As a naval aviator, I spent the majority of my professional career flying H-60 Seahawk helicopter around the globe in support of our nation's interests. And on my previous tour, I was in Pearl Harbor, Hawaii, where I served as a strategist for the Pacific Fleet Commander. However, tonight I'd like to share my experience back in the late 1900s when I walked the halls of Cambridge and reflect on how my time as a Lancer would directly influence the trajectory of my life. Specifically, I believe that there are 3 components of a Lancer's educational experience that are true differentiators. The first differentiator for me was the Christian curriculum. My personal convictions today are a direct result of what I was taught at Cambridge over the course of 13 years. Since all behavior, I believe, is the product of what we choose to think and therefore believe, attending a school that reinforced Christian principles that I was taught at home and at church gave me a biblical worldview that shaped my core convictions. Thus, when my faith was tested later as an adult in some of the most challenging environments you can imagine, I had a solid foundation of biblical wisdom to stand upon. The second differentiator is a faculty dedicated to the student's personal growth and development. My decision to pursue an appointment at the United States Naval Academy was a direct result of my 8th grade history teacher, Mark Sharp, who believed that I had the potential and challenged me to maximize my potential by pursuing a future at Annapolis. I was equally blessed by my music teacher, Joyce Taylor, who walked alongside me on mission trips, multiple mission trips, which helped deepen my personal faith and allowed me to live out my faith as well. And finally, I think the third differentiator is the peer influence. I just had a Zoom call last week with 3 of my closest buddies from high school who remain some of my closest buddies in Christ. I believe, as Proverbs 27:7 says, as iron sharpens iron, so one man sharpens another. And walking alongside fellow believers in Christ while being mentored by a dedicated Christian faculty is a powerful combination. I remember several of my buddies in 8th grade leaving to go to other private high schools in the Tampa Bay area. And in most cases, the word that was planted in their hearts at Cambridge failed to grow or was snatched up altogether by the temptations of this world because they left behind the fertile ground provided by Cambridge. In contrast, there were several upperclassmen that I observed as a young 8th grader and middle schooler who had an example and model to me what it meant, what it looked like to be a person of faith. One such person was a senior named Scott Carroll, who took interest in my life as a 7th grader and sat down with me and explained his decision to go to West Point, which truly made a difference in the trajectory of my life. So I believe that all 3 of these differentiators, the curriculum, the faculty, the peer influence, make Cambridge the preeminent school in the Tampa Bay area. I just want to thank you for partnering with Cambridge and with your generosity and offering future generations the same opportunities that I enjoyed as a young kid. In my personal life, I've pursued the same Christian education for my children, Luke and Lexi, because I know that it is a true difference maker. So that's all I wanted to share. Thank you for giving me the time to share that with you, share my personal story, and may God bless you all.
Okay, folks, wow, what a great testimony to Cambridge Christian School. And thank you so much, Brian and Wanda, for talking to us. And we have...
Folks, my phone is showing we're at 42 seconds right now for the live auction. Get those bids in now so you don't lose that item that you've had your eye on.
Remember, raise the flag. It's up to $1,000 now on Raise the Flag. Get your bids in. The fishing charter, the Disney vacation, the Stars and Stripes package, the parking spots. Get your bids in.
We got a lot of bids coming in here, tearing on these items. It's awesome to see you over here. Again, folks, Stars and Stripes, diamond necklace. Don't forget about that one. We're at 15 seconds, folks. Get those bids in now. Here we go. 10 seconds.
We got to go. Get them in. Get them in. Don't wait till the last second. Get it in now.
My phone is going to go off here in 5 seconds, and then we're going to have to close the auction.
Now.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much.
It is done. Thank you so very much for those bids.
Absolutely.
We are going, our live auction is closed.
That's right.
So, yeah.
That was awesome. Thank you for your enthusiasm, folks.
Absolutely.
Thank you for all those bids.
Absolutely. This is what it's all about. Giving money to feel the incredible work that is being done at Cambridge Christian School. If you are the winner of a live auction item, you will be receiving a text from Qtego confirming that you are the winner. As with the silent auction items, you will receive a call from the school to confirm the pickup of your items. Now, we do have something exciting to announce, okay? 2 of those items we have managed, we've just gotten go-ahead that we will have 2 parking spots available. So if you were the second highest bidder for the parking spot, you're going to get a call from Liz Myers just after this gala is finished, and you're going to have the opportunity to buy that second parking spot if you want to at the same price that the other one sold at. So so just keep your ears out. If you were the second highest bidder, remember you're going to get a call from Liz. There is a second parking spot available. Now, we also have been told that we have another 2 packages available for the Stars and Stripe package. Now, the wonderful thing about multiples is that it raises more money for the school, which is the point of this whole gala. So if you would like to buy that Stars and Stripes
America's
package,
Cup San Diego package,
and I believe, what was the final price on that? Do we know what it was? The Stars and Stripes.
I think we're at $32.95. I think I saw last.
$32,295
$3,295 where we are on that.
So
now, that doesn't mean you have to go together, by the way. These are separate packages.
So we have another 2 available. If you would like to buy that Stars and Stripes package and have the opportunity to go sailing on one of the fastest sailing boats in the world in San Diego, you can just text STARS, just do STARS or STAR, and the number, I've got it written down here, is to 72727. So 72727. You can just text that STARS to that number, and the first 2 texts that we get, we'll be able to get those other 2 packages. So congratulations to all our winners. We actually have the names being written down here for us. And if we can have that maybe brought forward a bit. My eyes are going.
A lot of lights in here, folks.
Yeah, a lot of lights. We've got all the lights on us.
Here we go for the flag. Raise your flag. Paul Kralovenic. Thank you so much, Paul. Well done. Great job.
We would love to know what flag you're going to be giving to be hoisted up on that flagpole.
That's right. We'll have to find out what's going up there. The winner on the necklace, Melanie Schianti. Well done. Congratulations on that. Thank you for your bids. Terrence, Stars and Stripes.
Elizabeth Meister. Well done.
Elizabeth.
You are going to San Diego.
You're going to have a great time. Parking spot, Zach Johnson.
So remember on this, folks, there is another parking spot available. Liz is going to be contacting the second highest bidder on that, and you could own that second parking spot.
That's right.
So, yeah, money for the school,
That's right, more
folks,
money
what
for the
it's all
school.
about.
The Disney package, Courtney Weatherford. Well done, congratulations. And the fishing charter, Matt Laporta, well done. You're going to have an amazing time on that 66-foot boat there as well, folks. Thank you so much for your bids.
Thank you. Awesome support. I just love seeing the support.
So exciting. Please
It's
remember
so
that
cool.
the silent auction is still open and will remain open until 9 o'clock
9
tonight. Is that
o'clock
right,
tonight,
Taryn?
yes.
9 o'clock. It is now my pleasure to give the floor to some very special people.
Dear Lord, thank you for this wonderful day. Dear God, thank you for the friends we have made. And I'm thankful that we have a school and teachers that teach us to learn.
Dear Jesus, thank you so much for these precious children. Thank you for our school. Thank you for our families.
Lord, please keep us healthy and safe.
Lord, we pray that you will be in us and let us show your light for others to see.
I'm a believer that God goes before us, so starting it out in prayer is acknowledging that God's already there. Just slowing down. And I think in our society where it says go, 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 make the grade, make the to-do list, Cambridge sets aside this time to just be still and know that I am God.
Even before school would start, like school would start at 7:45 and kids would show up at 7 to go to these prayer mornings, which is like really amazing that any high schooler got up that early.
I wasn't the one that went to church every Sunday. I was able to get my spiritual growth at school, and it helped me out because I knew that was the right way to be spiritually sound and be able to grow in Christ. And it helped me out quite a bit because I was able to see everyone else around me and see them growing as well.
What separates obviously the Cambridge program from somewhere else is that Christian aspect. And is that every day after practice, we'd all kneel around and pray on the field. We'll pray for each other in the locker room if someone was going through a tough time at home.
I went to Cambridge when I was in 2nd grade. So at that young age, they kind of embedded, the way I should go. I didn't understand, the purpose at that time. But seeing it now and looking back at what I was taught and everything I was exposed to, I see the benefit of that.
Definitely got me on a path to really being a woman of God, even when being surrounded by atheists and people who just don't have the same beliefs as me.
During my grades, yes, I learned Bible verses. It was great. I learned so much about Christ. And then in between 8th and 9th grade, my parents got a divorce, which really hit me hard. Got with Mr. Girding, if you remember him. He really helped me out a lot. And that's when I accepted Christ. I felt with my teachers there, they were very personal and they took me in because they knew that I needed somebody. And it was very personal, and really appreciated it there.
I mean, it was some of the best years of my life.
Well, I remember 8th grade, I was in Bible class. Mr. Reza would always had such a confidence in, you know, the word and, you know, what it was saying and what it was implying. So to see someone with that confidence, it wasn't just that they were teaching it, but that, you know, they were living out the word and they were living out, you know, that godly character. So that was something that impacted me a lot.
Since our kids go to school there too, it's great to see them come home and just say, I learned a new Bible verse this week, and them spout it out to you in a second. You're like, wait, I don't even remember that one.
And it's important because they lay this Christian foundation that our kids know their Bible. And along with a spelling test and a math test, they know the Word of God. For us, it's the family atmosphere and the biblical purpose in which it's combined together and creates this wonderful place that we call home for our little family.
They love these kids so much, and they pour their hearts into them. And we can see it every day when they come home that their teachers just loved on them.
A lot of people consider Cambridge to be like their home away from home, which is like a really nice thing to have in a school.
It gave me the strongest foundation that I could ask for. And, you know, you don't really realize how strong that foundation is until you get out in the world and you see people who didn't have that.
Cambridge is worthy of support because we believe that since 1964 it has been a Christian school in the Tampa Bay community, and we believe in that rich history. I'm hopeful that my children's children will attend Cambridge Christian School.
Thank you so much to those people who spoke. As you heard, we know this, that Cambridge Christian School is not just about a great education. It's about giving a foundation to these kids that they will take in for the rest of their lives. We have come to the Bid from the Heart portion this evening, and this is the time where all of you, everybody watching tonight, can give at different financial levels and support Cambridge Christian School. Tonight, we are raising money to support the mission of the school, and even more specifically for bathroom renovations. So this will affect every single one of the kids at the school.
Absolutely.
Now, before we get going, there's something big that we have to announce. It's a big announcement.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's something very exciting.
It is extremely exciting. We have a big goal tonight. I mean, it's big. It's a big goal. We are aiming to raise $50,000 this evening. But if you would go and look at that thermometer on Qtego right now, you are in for a big surprise. And I believe that thermometer is going to be coming up really soon on your screen. You will see at the moment there's nothing. There's a current total of 0. But very soon, $25,000 will be pouring into that heart, because we have been told by a donor, an extremely generous donor, that they are giving $25,000 as a match to kick off our Bid from the Heart tonight. And we are going to get so excited when we see those hearts start to fill up there and start to see the giving coming in. So $25,000 is going to be coming into that heart. It's a great start.
It is a great
start.
Now,
we do need all of you to participate to match that, correct?
Yeah, absolutely, folks. Can you all get together and match that amount tonight? I think they can.
Absolutely. In fact, let's just ask.
Yeah.
Maybe there's somebody out there that wants to give another $25,000 tonight. I'm not scared to ask.
Let's do it.
Anybody that wants to. There's a button. If you go to the giving page, if you go onto that Qtego giving page, you will see that there is, in actual fact, a $25,000 button. It's big. You can press that button and give 25 right now, and then we've got to our 50, and then everybody else can give, and maybe we get even more. Yes,
huge.
Yes, let's head for 100. So, folks, if you want to go down onto that page, onto the buttons, you will see that there are different amounts, and we're going to go through those amounts right now. We are going to go on the different levels, and we're going to start off at a level of $5,000. So $5,000. So 5 of you want to give it $5,000. It means $25,000 right there.
That's right.
Yeah, and then we've got our match. So at $5,000, you will be supporting the mission of Cambridge Christian School, giving quality education, looking at your kids academically, in athletics, in arts, aiming to glorify God and serve the community. That is what the school does.
That's right.
So anybody that wants to give at a $5,000 level, simply click on that button and let's see those hearts start going into that thermometer.
On that heart.
Absolutely. Folks,
get those donations in, folks. $5,000.
And absolutely, I think what we are going to see now is a heart, and we saw it on the screen. It's in. The $25,000
is in there, folks. We are halfway there. Halfway to our goal.
We are in. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's from an anonymous donor. We have just asked at a $5,000 level. If there's anybody that wants to give at a $5,000 level, just click that button right there. You will be supporting the mission of this incredible school that does so much for your children and your grandchildren. What about we move on to a $2,500 level? So 10 people gave at $2,500. We've got another $25,000 right there. So who would like to give at $2,500? Just click those buttons. We've made it so easy for you. Just click that button on the screen at $2,500.
I'm just going to refresh our screen over here on the side, Taryn.
Yeah, we actually have a screen below here so we can see what's going on right now. We're going to ask at our
still at the $25,000 right now, folks,
but
which is fantastic. We're halfway there, but
yes,
let's keep going.
Let's keep going. I see some hearts. I can see over there on that. There's hearts coming in, hearts coming in. What about a $1,000 level this evening? If you go to that giving to the donations on the Qtego page, you will see the buttons. What about a $1,000? I love the $1,000 level. The $1,000 level to me is just because a couple of people gave $1,000, all of a sudden you're at $10,000, and then $10,000 can become 100,000 eventually.
That's
so
right.
give it that $1,000 level, folks. Just go on there and click that $1,000 button. We're looking at the bathroom renovations as well as just
Tara
supporting
Johnson coming in at $1,000 right there. Aaron Reynolds, thank you. That's $100 right there. We're at $26,100.
That's awesome.
Thank you, Tara. Thank you, Aaron. Keep them coming in, folks. Keep
Wonderful.
them coming.
Thank you so
See, we just
very
had to
much.
get the first few to come
Yeah,
in.
I
Now they're just
know.
going to start pouring in.
They're just going to start pouring in. We just love seeing this heart fill up, folks. Love seeing it fill up. So we were asking at the $1,000 level. Anybody else that wants to give at the $1,000 level, just click that button. It's just so very easy. Our next level is going to be at a $500 this evening. At $500, you can be making a contribution that can literally put faucets into the bathrooms,
That's right.
tiles, doors. These bathrooms are going to get renovated. It's so exciting. And every single child is going to feel the effect of this money that is being donated this evening. So $500, just click that button. Just click away, folks. What about at $250? At $250, you are contributing to this. I mean, if 100 people give $250, we're at our $25,000 anyway. So how about a $250 level?
Come on,
And
folks. Get those donations in now.
I think it literally is a faucet. You're buying a faucet
There
at
you
a
go.
$250 level. So get that in, folks. $250.
Zach Johnson coming in at $500 right there. Thank you, Zach. Appreciate that, folks. We're at $26,600. Keep them coming, folks. Keep them coming in.
That's awesome. We've got a $250 level at the moment. Like we said, 100 people give $250. We're at $25,000. So, ladies and gentlemen, we move on to our
Tony
next level.
Olmholtz coming in at $250
Awesome.
right there as well. Thank you, Tony.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much. We
That's
so
right. Y'all can make
appreciate
some
the
noise in here in
giving.
the production studio. This is exciting.
This is awesome. Yay! We're going to move on to our $100 level. $100 is just an awesome giving amount. So who wants to give at $100? $100 this evening. Your $100, another person's $100. We can start raising. We can raise a couple of thousand just from your $100 donations.
That's right. Be big here, folks.
Yeah, so be big. Press that $100 level, and let's see that heart fill up, fill up, fill up, fill up, fill up.
We're at $26,850. Our goal is $50,000. Get those donations in now, folks.
Absolutely, and we're heading towards that $30,000. Love that we're heading for that next level for the $30,000. So we're going to end off the giving this evening. You can keep on giving. If you're still looking at that $5,000 button, you can
Give it any amount you want to give at, too.
Yeah, absolutely. But if you're looking at that $5,000,
Misty Moore coming in at $100. Thank you.
so much.
$26,950 we're at.
Awesome.
Keep it coming, folks.
Heading
Thank
for
you.
that 30,000.
So grateful for it.
So go through those buttons, decide what you want to give at. $5,000, $2,500, $1,000, $500.
Charles Allen,
$250.
$100. Here we go. Now they're
Bring
coming
them
in.
in.
Come on,
Bring
folks.
them
Here
in.
we
Bring
go.
them in,
Yeah.
folks. This is
Woo,
awesome.
$27,050 is where we are. Keep it coming.
Awesome.
Great job.
Awesome.
Well done.
Now, our last level of giving, if you look at those buttons, you're going to see that there is a $55 level. So we're going to end off on a bit of a fun note here.
I like it.
You have the opportunity to give at $55 right now. Of course, the $55 means something. It is in celebration of the 55 years that Cambridge Christian School has been serving your children, serving the community. It's been offering excellence in academics, in athletics, in the arts, while aiming to glorify God. So 55 years of celebration.
Taryn, we just had another anonymous donor come in at $2,500 right there. Well done. That puts us at $29,550. We are slowly getting to our goal. Very grateful. Let's get there, folks.
Absolutely, absolutely. The game we're going to play now to end this all off, although you can keep on giving throughout the evening, you can, but we're going to play a game called Last Hero Standing. And by participating in it, you could stand the chance of winning a $300 gift card to Charlie's Steakhouse.
There you go.
Yummy, yummy steaks.
That's right.
So, yes, Jason's going to explain to us how this is going to work.
The way it works, folks, is that you'll be able to give your $55 by pressing that $55 donation button. We're going to give you 2 minutes to get your donations in, and then we will close the giving. If your name is the last one in on the Qtego system at the 2-minute mark, you will be the winner of that incredible prize. And I'm going to start it right now. 2 minutes. So now start getting that $55 in, that $55 donation. Come, get it in. If your name is last, you're going to get that $300 gift card to Charlie's Steakhouse. That'd be great to take the family out over here over the holidays.
Absolutely, Jason. Absolutely.
Michael Spencer, $100 coming in there. Well done.
Awesome. That's awesome. What about those $55,
Get
people?
those 55s in, folks.
If we look on the next page here, Jason, we will see indeed that we have some gift cards that we are going to be drawing, and I believe that we are going to be given those names very, very soon. We're on about a minute.
Got a minute,
and
20 seconds, folks, to get those $55 last hero in to get that $300 Charlie's Steakhouse gift card. Let's see if anybody else is coming in here, Taryn.
Yes, absolutely. Well, I see our screens filling up there. We are going to be doing the draw. They're busy drawing the names right now. What we're going to be drawing is the winner of a $25 gift card to Glory Days. Yeah. And then there will be a draw for $25 to Ford's Garage. Ford's Garage is so much fun.
Lacey Gregory right now at 55. Lacey's got a pretty good chance of winning this $300 gift card. You got 47 seconds, folks. Right now it looks like Lacey's going to be the last one. Don't wait too much longer.
Yeah, we've got 40 seconds.
Get your name in now.
40 seconds left, ladies and gentlemen.
Every time you hit the $55 button to make sure that your last name, it's $55.
There you go. There we go. Lacey Gregory, you're still in.
She's there.
You're still
Lacey's
in.
the only
Folks,
one.
you could give $55. You've got a couple of seconds left. You've got 28 seconds. Get that $55 donation in. Looks like Lacey Gregory's going to Charlie's Steakhouse. Glenn
Jacobs in at $100 right there. That could have been from earlier. Maybe they went 2 times there. Who knows?
Yeah, but we're waiting on that $55 level. If you give it $55, you're going to win that gift card to Charlie's. And I believe it's seconds left. And I think Lacey Gregory is going to win
5
this. She's the
seconds.
only
Is
one
somebody
in.
going to get their name in now and get the Austin Timberlake? And the alarm just went off. Austin, very strategic there. Well done.
Well played.
Done.
Well played. So Austin Templey came in there. We had quite a few people come in, but Austin Templey. Who was the last person in? Hold on. We're just waiting for an update here on the system. It wasn't. I'm waiting to see who was the last person in at that time. Oh, Zach Johnson snuck in. Okay, Austin Templey, we're sorry. You were beaten.
Bit of a delay
Zach
there,
Johnson
folks. We apologize,
came in at $55.
Great job.
Thank you, Zach. You got your Charlie's Steakhouse.
We're at $30,145, Taryn.
Oh, that's awesome. We've just gone over the $30,000 mark. That is awesome. Thank you so much. Yeah, so we had a few people give there. We had Zach Johnson. We had Misty Moore come
James
in.
Howard.
Misty Moore, you just left out there.
Julie
James
Stark.
Howard.
Austin, I thought you
Tilly.
had it, but we had a bit of delay in the system. I hope you understand. It's all great. It's all good for the school.
Yes, Michelle Benoist gave. Thank you so much, Lacey Gregory. We had, we're getting a lot of people are putting in their own amounts here as well, folks.
Yeah,
So you can
$10,
put in your.
Greg. Thank you very
You
much.
can give. We can give at different amounts and just enter those custom amounts in.
100%.
Any amount given is just so very welcome. Thank you so much. I don't know. Do we have those winners yet of the Glory Days? So the Glory Days gift certificate goes to
Cynthia Mendoza, $25 gift card to Glory Days.
And then the winner of the $25 gift card to Ford's Garage is
William Edmondson. I love Ford's Garage. It's
I
awesome.
know.
Great. Well done. William Edmondson, you just won $25 gift card to Ford's Garage.
Okay, folks, so we've closed it down now. The time is up, but you can start. We're going to open up the donations again. You can keep on giving, keep on giving, keep on giving. Send your link to your friends across the country, your family. They can be anywhere, and they can give towards the school. Grandparents in New York, they can bid tonight. They can give. So send wherever you can so that we can raise this money for the school and support the mission and, of course, get those bathrooms renovated.
That's right, folks.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, absolutely. So we've given away the Charlie Steakhouse.
should we see who's going to be the gourmet ice cream winner?
Oh, yes. We need the name. We almost forgot about
That's
that.
right.
That
Let's see who
delicious
the
one.
winner is for the gourmet ice cream truck for the ice cream shop visit tomorrow. And the winner is Allison Hernandez. Looks like you're going to have some ice cream delivered to the house tomorrow on the ice cream truck.
Awesome. Liz
Well
Myers
done.
will be calling you and making those arrangements. Absolutely. So congratulations. Enjoy that yumminess tomorrow. So if you're a winner in the draws or last hero standing, you'll be contacted by Liz Myers to confirm the arrangements. That ice cream truck winner will be contacted tonight. So have your phone nearby.
Let's have a quick look, final look at the thermometer at the heart and see what our donations are looking like. We're at $30,145. Let me just refresh my page here and see if anything else has popped up. Folks, continue to give. We would really appreciate it. Please remember to keep on bidding in the silent auction as well. It will be closing at 9 p.m. So if you still have time to win that item you've had your eye on.
Absolutely. Once again, thank you for joining us tonight and supporting Cambridge Christian School.
Thank you very much. Have a great evening.